Hey dudes, John here, and I've got a pretty cool unboxing today, something that we've been actually waiting for way before Christmas. We ordered this on Kickstarter, and as a lot of you dudes and dudettes know out there, that Kickstarter may not always come through, and sometimes the products are delayed. Now this one was delayed numerous times. Now the product itself is really simple, as you guys can probably tell by the description or by the title, and it's not a rocket science type of product. So why it took so long, I don't know. I'm not gonna freaking speculate what their production line looked like or what they had to go through to produce this product. I have built products in the past, and I don't know. I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to unbox this thing and show you guys what I think. Hey guys, before we get started, if you guys can smash that subscribe button down below, it helps the channel out a great deal. And while you're at it, if you click the little bell up there, it turns on notifications and lets you dudes and dudettes know when we upload our daily videos. And without further ado, let's get started. Now, it wouldn't be fair if we didn't compare it to another product. So I went on Amazon, and I'll put a link right over here, and I downloaded I purchased a knockoff version. This is the fidget that came in the box. Actually, we ordered two of them, one for Ethan and one for Liam. And I gave Ethan his today. Liam was on a field trip, so he wouldn't have any use for his. But then I went and ordered one online, and I ordered this. This is a knockoff version of it for a third of the cost of what this one costs. These are about $25. This was about $8. And it says Fidget Cube. If you guys can see that right on the box. There you go. It looks pretty legit. I mean, if you got it, you wouldn't think otherwise. I'm going to guess that's a trademark or what do you call it? A copyright infringement at some point. Again, I'm not here to judge. I'm just here to compare and unbox the original. Now, we got these two of them in a box. They were bubble wrapped on the outside like this, and it's got a little thing that says, "This bubble wrap kept your Fidget Cube safe in its journey to you. Take a moment to treat yourself and pop a few." Well, that's cute, except for this. I didn't secure it inside. Now, like I said, I've manufactured products before in the past, and that's the one thing you make sure is that doesn't happen, because you can damage the product inside. Luckily, this is a pretty simplistic product, so chances of it being broken are pretty slim. If it was something electronic, it'd have been toast at this point. But let's go ahead and open it up. It's wrapped really neatly. It's folded over like a gift, but in bubble wrap, which is, I mean, they took the time to do that. Like I said, I just wish they put a little piece of plastic or a piece of bubble wrap or something on the inside to keep it from bouncing around. And let's see what's holding it in place to begin with. All right, so let's pull off this little sticker here. And the box itself says, right there on it, it says Fidget Cube by ANSI Labs. ANSI Labs is the actual manufacturer of the Fidget Cube. And since their line, see, it's all scuffed up on the inside of the box. You can actually see it. Not the actual thing itself, just the packaging, which doesn't really matter. As long as it doesn't affect the item, I really don't care all that much. But again, I wish they took a little bit of care on the packaging on the inside. Now it's taped shut. If you guys buy these things online, like I said, you'll see loads of them on Amazon. There's probably like 40 manufacturers. They're probably all made in the same place. They just all have different names on them. This one actually happens to be called Fidget Cube. Some of them are called Fidget Blocks, Fidget Bricks, Fidget some, right? But this one's physically called Fidget Cube, and that's why I ordered it. And its cost is substantially less. This says made in China. This here says assembled in China. Dreamed in Denver. Well, GG, Denver. So let's go ahead and peel off these little clear tabs right here. We'll go ahead and stick them on the bubble wrap. Wait, it said pop a few. I popped a few. All right. Let's go ahead and peel this part off right here. I'll stick that there. And then this. The crap. Okay, cool. So there is our Fidget Cube. Now we ordered this one right here, was the Kickstarter like special edition release, I guess. So this one has a black ball on it. Now Ethan, like I said, Ethan already got his. His has got like gamepad colors on the buttons here, and the marble on his is chrome. This one's actually black, that's kind of cool. So this is supposed to be a special edition one just because of its colorways. You can order it in like a bunch of different colorways. And if you guys don't know what the point of this thing is for those that like to fidget in class or fidget at work or fidget in whatever it may be, this is basically intended to take your mind off of chewing a pen or clicking a pen or whatever it is. So it has the little joystick thing right here that you can move around, which is just like a little joystick from your controller. This one has a little more throw to it, and I like that feel better. It feels more satisfying, maybe without the clicking. Maybe if it had like that throw to it, this one just slides. But I mean, I guess it's all right. For its size, I understand. I get it. And then this has got it's got like keypads on top. It's supposed to be like the keys on your controller as well. And 2 of them are silent, and the other 3 are clicky. Now, you can't click these in a meeting because I'd throw something at you or you get fired. These the outside ones are really strong. The inside one is very clicky sounding, and these outside ones are totally silent. So you'd be able to click these, but not the other ones, or especially in class. I think you'd get it taken away from you if you were sitting there going. Okay, so the rocker here is, if you have it in your hand, it's got a little rocker switch on top there. So if you do this, again, you can't do this. It's not very quiet. But if you have it in your hand and you're rocking it back and forth, I guess, you don't hear anything. But then you're not really clicking it. It's not very satisfying. And then it's got a little roller thing right here. It spins around. That's pretty quiet. I mean, you can do that in class or at a meeting or whatnot. That's pretty cool. It's not so loud that it would annoy your neighbors or classmates. At least I don't think it would. Then it's got, like I said, it's got this little roller ball. It's just a marble. I don't know if it's metal or steel or glass or whatever it may be, but it's in there. This thing is pretty heavy. It's kind of nice. Then it's got these 3 little rollers right here, like kind of like a combination lock. Those little tiny ones you put on like your luggage or suitcase or something like that. It's got those right there, and they're not too loud. They're not bad at all. And it also has kind of like there's these like stones that are like relaxation stones. I can't remember what they're honestly called, but it's like this little divot. I don't know if you guys can see that. You guys can see that little divot right there. It's intended so you can put your thumb like on it and like rub it, I guess. It's supposed to be relaxing. I have no idea. I've never used one, so I don't know whether or not it is. I fidgeted a lot in class. I still do in meetings. Not like to a point where it's obnoxious, but I notice myself doing it. So I know that this would probably come in handy. I don't know about all these things, but it's pretty cool. I mean, I thought it was neat in the sense that you have options. It's not just you're stuck with one thing. That's just obnoxious. That should not be so clicky. They should have made it like be able to trip like that, but be silent. I've had rocker switches in the past for car stuff that are entirely quiet that have that rocker motion. But again, I didn't make this. I'm just reviewing it and opening it up for you guys. So it feels, all in all, it feels nice. You can see the seam in it. There's like a separation. It looks like it's like 2 or 3 pieces that go together with all the stuff inside. So it feels pretty well built, and they're seamed pretty nicely. So all in all, for the time they took to make this, I think they did a good job. I mean, good job, Fidget Cube. Good job, ANSI Labs. I like it. Oh, I see. Inside of here is supposed to be like a little sticky pad, and I'm guessing these were supposed to be stuck to it, like so. And that should have kept it in place. But if you guys put, I don't know if ANSI Labs is watching this, I highly doubt it. If you guys put a little piece of plastic on top, or a piece of foam or something, or just a piece of clear something on top, it will keep it in place, and it'll keep it from bouncing around inside the packaging. So that should have held it, but it didn't. Nonetheless, it didn't get damaged, so it's okay. I'm happy with it nonetheless. Now it looks like it has other stuff inside of here as well. It's got all the little things that it does: spin, roll, glide, flip, breathe. It says breathe. Okay, it's got, what else has it got in here? It looks like it comes with a little pouch. That's kind of cool. And a sticker. So if you want a sticker, that's the standard colored ones right there. They're gray. Ethan's is gray, we got him, but all the buttons, all the rollers, everything are like orange and red and blue and whatnot. So they're all different colors. I'll put a photo of it if he gets back here before I finish my video. So it looks like it comes with a little pouch, so you can take your little Fidget Cube and store it in your little pouch, and you have a little pouch. You can throw it in your bag, throw it in your briefcase, throw it in your backpack, throw it in your desk, wherever you want to keep it. That is pretty cool. So let's go ahead and let's throw the packaging out. sticker, yay. And let's go open up its competitor. Okay, first off, right off the bat, you can see that it looks slightly different. It is the same size, but the whole thing is got that soft plastic, like that silk feel on it, which could be good and bad because that will wear away after a while. On the original one, it's only on the one spot where your thumb goes. So it feels nice right off the bat. So, okay, does it come with anything else? I don't think it does. It's just the packaging, which again, I mean, it looks pretty legit if you didn't know any better anyway. So there you go. There's the packaging. Let's go ahead and look at this guy. Now, this does have the throw I was talking about on the yoke, on the joystick. The joystick is much bigger. Here, let me go ahead and open this guy up. If you look at the two side by side, you can see that they're roughly the same size. I mean, they're probably half a centimeter, maybe like a millimeter of difference in size. This one's slightly smaller, so they compact a lot more into it. This is also much, much lighter. If you guys can hear, I don't know if you guys can see this on the camera here. If I put them side by side. Now it looks to me, all of the ones on Amazon look like they're made by the same company. Because if you look at the photos, they all look identical. So I'm going to guess there's some company in China that decided to say, I'm going to make these and sell these to the public. And a bunch of people imported them and they resold them from like Alibaba or whatever it may be. And then they decided to sell them online with their own packaging and call them whatever they wanted to call them. Now the thumb thing on this one, it's not that silk. It's just like a soft plastic, but your thumb catches on it. This one here is really soft because it's that's I don't know what it's called, but it feels like silk. I mean, it feels really, really soft. Velvet, silk, I don't know what you want to call it, but it's that soft plastic, and it's on the thumb. So this one feels nicer, but again, I think this is gonna wear away after a while on the knockoff. But I don't know, only time will tell. Maybe we'll revisit it. The buttons on the side here, again, they're pretty similar. There are no clicks. Oh no, that one does have a click. That one has a click. Oh, they knocked it off well. Just the two don't have a click. And if you push these down halfway, actually not even that, you can just push them down normally. They don't make any sound. But if you push them down all the way to where they're flush with the plastic, the button is inside. It looks like they used a mechanical button inside of it, like you would on a regular button that's inside of these guys. That's what they use inside of these things. I guarantee it because you can hear it. But you have to depress it pretty like flush with the body. So that's kind of cool in the sense that you could push these down and not worry about making noise in the class and get it taken away from you. Yeah. The rollers, these ones have a little bit of like that satisfying click when you, I don't know if you guys have rolled a lock, but they roll and they have, this is the original, this is the knockoff. On the roll, you can feel each one stop. It's got like a stopper in between each little nub. These just roll freely. See that? I don't know if you can see it in the, they just roll freely. Yeah. Also, this marble here, or ball, or whatever you want to call it, it feels like a trackball from the old trackball mice. You can actually roll it around, and it's got no, real resistance. I can freely spin that. On this one here, it doesn't, it moves. You got to depress it, and then it rolls. And it clicks too. Does this one? Oh, these clicked. They both click. But this one's got more tension on it. I wonder if this will break loose after a little while, and then it'll become more smooth like this. But this does feel nicer. All right. What else have we gone through? Okay, the rockers. The rockers themselves. This is a lower profile rocker. This one's a little bit taller. I don't know if you guys can see that right there. Not by much, by a hair, but they're similar. They're pretty much exactly the same thing. There is no difference. Okay, how about the wheel? The little wheel on the side right there. Again, this gives you a good idea of how one's slightly bigger than the other one. This one has, like I said, this has got this like little clicky thing inside. You can hear it when it's up close. When it's next to you, you can hear it. But farther away, I don't think you're going to be able to hear much. This one doesn't. It does have it. You can feel it when you're pushing on it. But it's got no noise, which that's kind of nice. Like, I like different things about each one of these things. That's interesting. All right. What haven't we gone over? I think that's all of it. Other than that, the build on it. I don't know if you guys can see. Here, focus. Focus! I don't know if you guys can see that. See that gap on it? This was like what the original, what the original Fidget Cubes looked like in the photos. Was like this. It had this gap in it. If you guys look at the main photo on Fidget Cube, and again, I'll put a link down in the description below where you can buy both of these things as I smack my mic. And the original photo has this gapping on it. So the prototype looked like this. So they probably knocked this off of the prototype. And it's got this, you can feel the ridge on it. And you can almost squeeze it and like crush it in. But for $8, I mean, if you wanted to get something like this for your kids, especially, and people say that you shouldn't fidget, but quite honestly, it's a fact of life. A lot of kids fidget these days. I even did growing up. I knew a lot of my friends that did, either chewing a pen, doodling, whatever it is. It's actually relaxing to use one of these. These are not toys, guys. These are not a toy. They're not a distraction in class. They do quite the opposite. For those of you that believe that you shouldn't have anything in your hands and only be paying attention to the teacher, this helps you do just that. You may not think so, but it does. So then you can see here on this one, let's go backtrack a little bit. The seam on this now it's like it's there. You can see it, but you cannot feel it. They've done a really good job making sure this is put together. But again, for $8 versus $25, I can't knock this. This is a pretty well made knockoff. And for those that don't want to wait for one because they're still back ordered a little bit, I'm not going to knock the orders here on the knockoff here. But again, for $8, you could buy 3 for what you get this one for. So I think Fidget did a good job. You guys did a fantastic job. It's a quality product. I see that it would probably last. Again, we'll revisit this in a few months to see how well they do last. This will probably last. This probably won't last as long. Maybe just the one school year, and then it's probably going to be toast. I think this one, as soon as it gets stepped on, it's going to be broken. This one, I think, will be able to handle a stomp, and maybe we'll do that. Anyways, dudes, like I said, if you guys did like this video, don't forget to smash that like button down below. It's greatly appreciated. And if you can click the subscribe button down below as well, it helps the channel out more than you know. So until next time, guys. See ya.